Congratulations to the Arts Council of Anne Arundel County for celebrating 30 years of bringing our diverse communities together through the arts.
The arts are great. I grew up in the arts, and it helps develop people and encourage confidence. Thank you, Arts Council.
The arts are so important to connect us to our humanity. They're foundational bridge across disciplines. Thank you, Arts Council of Anne Arundel County, for celebrating and elevating arts here in our county.
The funding and support from our Arts Council supports local artists. Arts are how we tell the story of who we are and gain a deeper appreciation for each other. Thank you, Arts Council.
In 1993, County Executive Robert Neal privatized the Arts Commission of the county. He then appointed Carol Treiber, the first executive director, and thus the Cultural Arts Foundation of Anne Arundel County was born. Her job was to unite all the diverse groups into one voice for the arts, for our community.
And in 2000, the Cultural Arts Foundation held its first ever Annie Awards. 6 exceptional winners were recognized for their truly inspiring and significant contributions to a specific art form, an arts organization, and/or the greater community of Anne Arundel County.
Through the leadership of Carol Treiber, the Arts and Education program began bringing residencies and individual artist performances to K-12 programs in our schools. By working with administrators, teachers, and members of the Board of Education, we've been able to expand the presence of the arts throughout schools in Anne Arundel County.
And then in 2006, the Cultural Arts Foundation changed its name to the Arts Council of Anne Arundel County. After extensive search and high competition for the position, the Arts Council hired a dynamic new leader in April Nyman, who today continues her exceptional leadership of the organization.
After all the hard work and effort to find funding for the arts, a new revenue stream was finally secured. With support from the county and city hotel tax, the Arts Council was able to soar as arts organizations were able to approach the council for both general operating grants as well as project and strategic grants.
The Arts Council recognized a need and began to develop an exhibits program throughout the county in an effort to give visual artists the chance to both display and sell more of their work. And then, the creation of the Arts Angels program provided scholarships to dozens of talented students without means in an effort to further develop their talent and create the passion.
You may wonder how all of this is happening. It's happened primarily because the Arts Council in recent years has strategically invested in modern technology and expanding the office staff. With these improved tools, the Arts Council has contributed to an explosion of public art throughout the county and a growing and energized artistic community.
And just as things were expanding, the pandemic hit and shuttered the local arts community. Fortunately, the Arts Council, supported by Anne Arundel County, was able to step in with emergency funding and provide a lifeline to our local arts community. Those grants allowed our arts organizations to keep their lights on and provided much needed living expenses for our independent local artists who had been disproportionately impacted by the closings, restrictions, and cancellations of the pandemic.
The pandemic was an inflection point for the Arts Council, strengthening our relationships with the arts community and helping us forge new ties with artists and other organizations across Anne Arundel County. Today, the Council is the voice of the arts in our community and poised for even greater leadership. So on this special 30th anniversary of the Arts Council, we are pleased to share our story with you and invite you to join us in the next chapter of exciting arts in Anne Arundel County.
The evolution of the arts has changed so much since we began. It began as just a funding agency, but now so much more.
The more you get behind the arts, the more artistic and fun you make your city, the more livable it is.
I think often art does give us a sense of hope and inspiration. and it makes you think things and feel things that you didn't know about before.
If you look around at this city today and what it was 30 years ago, it was very different when it comes to the arts.
There are more kinds of art, more kinds of artists, different backgrounds.
Visual arts, performing arts.
Film festivals to art openings to outdoor events. You can't come to this city and not find something to do when it comes to the arts.
Arts in public places is growing as a concept. The mural on the side of the Arundel Center to us was huge. It told the story of the whole county, and doesn't get any better than that.
They've been inclusive in the arts. They've recognized modern art and more historic art, and they've recognized murals and different types of theater and film and all the different mediums. They brought them together.
Telling history through art, telling the history of the African American experience in this county through art. It is when people tell those stories that the art is the most powerful and impacts more people.
The arts are for everyone, no matter your race, your economic ability to pay. There's always a way to participate and make sure that everyone has a seat.
One of the things that the Arts Council has been very good at is getting outside just Annapolis, where I think it all started. And now there's a mural up at the Glen Burnie Town Center and a new Rails to Trails sculpture that's going to go in right near that up there.
We really have to look where there are pockets that there are no arts, and West County has been one of those areas. We found facilities are in desperate need in the county. There's never enough space for the arts.
I see opportunities in how we design a new city dock reimagined. That should be able to stage big shows. There are great opportunities across the Severn River. The David Taylor Center, that should be reimagined.
Challenges that we always face are funding. We are so fortunate to have the support of our elected officials in this county.
The decision to fund independent artists rather than just the organizations, I don't think would have happened without the pandemic. When the Arts Council came to us with a proposal, we were able to say yes because we were doing it for other businesses and we were treating these artists like business people, which they are.
And they deserve to be well funded because we want to keep artists in this community, and we want them to be able to make a living wage and be rewarded for what they bring to us.
We always need to look for new opportunities to make sure that these wonderful programs continue.
We are a state capital. We are a cultural hub, and so we need to make sure that we have the buildings and the infrastructure that supports that.
I think what I would like to see for the arts is just more people producing it, more people consuming it.
As we celebrate 30 years, I'm celebrating all of those that helped us get here, all the board members and volunteers.
You can't not look around the city and say, something's changing, this is great.
And it couldn't happen without the council being there, made up of arts lovers, artists, people who know what's been done before and people who know what this community needs.
I thank all of our partners that we have worked with and look forward to meeting many more.
You can't stop, you can't give up, but they definitely should take a bow for all the amazing work that they've done.
The arts bring out our vibrancy, they drive our economy, and most importantly, they bring us together when we need it the most. Congratulations, Arts Council of Anne Arundel County.
Happy 30th anniversary, Arts Council of Anne Arundel County!